Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. Apologetics seeks to give credible answers to curious questions, to give a defense. How to recognize a false gospel. The onus is upon us as Christians to be discerning. There are different gospels out there, not legit gospels, but pseudo-gospels, and we need to keep our eye of discernment on. In fact, Paul the Apostle in Galatians 1 said, if anybody comes dishing out another gospel, let him be anathema. So some of the false gospels that you may hear out there, or we need to be leery of, would be a pluralistic gospel that says, you know what, there's many different ways to approach God. It's like climbing a mountain, and you just need to pick your own path. Another gospel would be more of the legalistic gospel that seeks to look within to our own good works, and we muster up our own energy to sort of appease God and impress God by our own self-righteousness. Another false gospel would be eliminating sin altogether, and this is, or the consequences of it, and reducing it down and saying, hey, you know what? Like Paul said, what shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? By no means, Paul said. We died to sin. How can we live in it any longer? But there are some that just want to become antinomian and ditch the law altogether. And then you have those who will just want to just say, there's no judgment. Come on now. God's a glorified sugar daddy, and He's not going to mete out judgment. Well, I'll concede that God desires mercy far more than He does to judge us. However, we need to realize that we're all going to be culpable for our life. So as Christians, pay attention to the false gospels that are out there. Gospels that say, hey, there's many pathways to God. Gospels that say, I can earn heaven myself. Gospels that say, erase sin. It doesn't really matter, or live it up. And then finally, gospels that say there is no ultimate accountability. There's one gospel, and that is through Jesus Christ.